Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about modern coins in the numismatic world, the 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt $quarter, especially in its stunning silver color shade condition. This coin has taken the collector market by storm, with many enthusiasts and experts praising its unique appeal, symbolic design, and growing value in the auction market. If you're someone who enjoys uncovering hidden treasures in modern US coins, or you're simply curious about the latest high-value finds, then you're in for a real treat. Stick with us until the end of the video, where we'll reveal its current dollar value and give you essential tips that could help you spot a valuable piece in your own collection. History and background. The Eleanor Roosevelt Quarter is part of the American Women Quarters program launched by the U.S. Mint in 2022. This multi-year initiative honors significant women in American history who made groundbreaking contributions in civil rights, politics, literature, science, and more. Eleanor Roosevelt, the First Lady of the United States from 1933 to 1945, was chosen for the 2023 series because of her unwavering dedication to human rights and social progress. She was a powerful voice at a time when women were often silenced, and her influence continues to be felt today. Her inclusion in the U.S. Mint's Quarter program marks a historic and symbolic gesture, honoring her legacy and the values she fought for. This quarter is not just currency, it is a tribute to one of the most influential women in American history. Unique features of the coin. What truly sets this coin apart is its design and appearance. The obverse side of the coin carries the updated portrait of George Washington, while the reverse features a graceful and impactful depiction of Eleanor Roosevelt, standing alongside text from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Her image is framed by a layout that communicates dignity, courage, and progress. But what has collectors particularly excited is the silver color shade found on some specimens. These coins, whether they are early strikes, enhanced by toning, or accidentally finished with a silver-like appearance, stand out dramatically from the standard issues. The metallic brilliance, depth, and luster of these silver-tone coins make them pop in a collection and command attention. Their appearance has become a favorite among collectors looking for visual distinction and symbolic power, rarity and condition for collector demand. Although millions of Eleanor Roosevelt quarters were minted for general circulation, the true value lies in condition and appearance. Coins that retain their full mint luster, show zero signs of circulation, and possess the sought-after silver color shade are the ones driving collector demand to new heights. These pristine coins, often graded as MS-67 or higher, are becoming increasingly rare as more collectors rush to secure them. Additionally, certain specimens with natural silver-like toning or those struck on a different metal planchet are considered rare variants. These rare pieces are typically scooped up quickly in auctions and private sales, creating a surge in market interest. Coins still in sealed mint packaging, or those preserved in professional coin slabs with top grades, are especially prized. Because of their condition and rarity, these Eleanor Roosevelt quarters are now viewed not just as collectibles but as modern investment assets. Current market value in dollars. So, just how much is this coin worth today? While face value sits at just 25 cents, the silver color shade variants in uncirculated, mint state condition have been reaching impressive figures in today's action-packed coin market. Online auctions and private collectors are already paying between $50 to over $500 for high-grade examples, especially those graded by trusted authorities like PCGS or NGC. If you're lucky enough to have a silver-shaded coin with a near-perfect grade, values can climb even higher, potentially exceeding $1,000 in premium markets. Error coins or early die strikes featuring unique characteristics can attract even more. These values are expected to continue rising as collector interest in the American Women Quarters series grows and as supplies of pristine Roosevelt coins shrink. Simply put, if you've got one of these special quarters, you could be holding a surprisingly valuable piece of modern American history. Tips for collectors looking to identify and secure a valuable Eleanor Roosevelt quarter, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, always examine coins under good lighting to detect that subtle silver color shading. these coins will appear brighter or slightly different from standard clad issues. If you believe you have one, avoid touching it directly, use gloves or soft cloth to preserve its surface. Submitting the coin for professional grading is highly recommended, as an official mint state grade significantly boosts value and trust among buyers. Stay updated with auction results and collector forums, where values and trends are constantly evolving. And finally, consider collecting other coins in the American Women series, as complete sets with rare variations can multiply in value over time. In conclusion, the 2023 Eleanor Roosevelt quarter dollar, especially in its rare silver shade condition, has become a modern sensation in the coin collecting world. It honors a legendary woman, carries stunning design details, and presents an unexpected opportunity for collectors to hold something of real value, both financially and historically. With high demand, limited supply of premium examples, and rising prices in auctions, this coin is not just a collector's item, it's a potential future heirloom. Top 2, we are diving deep into one of the most celebrated and increasingly sought-after coins in American numismatic history, the legendary 1776 to 1976 quarter dollar, especially in the stunning silver color shade condition. This coin, originally released as part of the U.S. bicentennial celebration, has become a powerful symbol of American heritage, patriotism, and, most recently, high collector value. While many people may think they've seen this coin before, only a select few know about the rare silver-shaded versions that are commanding incredible prices in today's auction market. So stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll discover exactly how much this exceptional coin could be worth, especially if you're lucky enough to have one in pristine condition. History and background: the 1776 to 1976 quarter was minted to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the founding of the United States. In honor of the bicentennial, the U.S. Mint created special commemorative versions of the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins. Unlike regular quarters, the 1776 to 1976 quarter features a dual date, replacing the typical single-year issue. This unique feature symbolizes the 200-year journey of the United States from its founding in 1776 to its powerful presence in 1976. These coins were issued during a time of great pride and national unity, capturing the spirit of American independence. The silver-clad versions of the quarter were not released into general circulation but were included in special collector sets, making them even more valuable today, especially when found in unusual silver tone variations or untouched mint condition. Unique features of the coin: one of the standout features of the 1776 to 1976 quarter is its reverse design. Instead of the usual eagle, it showcases a Revolutionary War drummer with a torch encircled by 13 stars, representing the original 13 colonies. This design, crafted by Jack L. Ahr, is a dramatic departure from traditional imagery and adds deep historical significance to the coin. The obverse, of course, still features the familiar profile of George Washington, but with the striking dual date of 1776 to 1976. The version of the coin we're focusing on today, the silver color shade variant, takes that visual impact to the next level. These coins exhibit a radiant, brilliant silver tone that distinguishes them immediately from the more common clad versions. Whether due to natural toning, special minting, or storage conditions, this silver appearance gives the coin a rare and premium look that collectors absolutely love. Rarity and condition for collector demand. Now, while many millions of these quarters were produced in the mid-70s, the number of coins that have survived in exceptional, uncirculated condition is much lower. And when it comes to the rare silver-shaded variants, the numbers shrink even further. These coins were either struck with a silver-clad composition or developed a brilliant silver hue over time due to environmental and storage conditions. Combine that with perfect preservation, no scratches, no circulation wear, and bright luster, and you've got a coin that's in very high demand across the collector world. Coins that have been professionally graded at high mint state levels, such as MS-67 and above, are becoming harder to find. Collectors know this, and they're constantly on the lookout for these pristine examples, especially ones with that gleaming silver color that sets them apart from the rest. Current market value in dollars. In today's fast-paced collector market, the demand for the 1776 to 1976 quarter in silver color shade condition has skyrocketed. Auction houses and online platforms are reporting increased bidding activity on coins that were once considered just commemorative pieces but are now recognized as treasures in mint state. Prices have steadily climbed as more collectors enter the scene and seek out high-quality specimens. If the coin also features any additional minting anomalies or rare die characteristics, its value only increases. Coins that meet these high standards, perfect shine, silver-toned brilliance, and professional certification, have caught the eyes of elite collectors and investors alike. The market is heating up, and top-grade examples are already commanding eye-opening figures. Tips for collectors: for those lucky enough to already own a 1776 to 1976 quarter, or those hoping to find one, there are a few things to look out for. Examine your coin carefully for silver shading and clarity of detail, especially around the drummer's face and the 13 stars. Preserve your coin properly, use gloves, avoid moisture, and consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional authentication and valuation. High-grade coins receive higher attention and far better resale value. Stay connected with collector communities, follow auction trends, and act fast when an opportunity arises. With rising prices and growing demand, the time to secure one of these silver shade beauties is now. Conclusion: to sum it all up, the 1776 to 1976 quarter dollar is no longer just a commemorative keepsake, it's a historical treasure and a modern investment opportunity. The silver color shade condition adds rarity and beauty to an already iconic piece, making it one of the most desired quarters in the U.S. collectible market today. As values rise and availability decreases, holding one of these coins in top condition could prove to be more than just a numismatic victory, it could be a life-changing find. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, a flawless 1776 to 1976 silver shade quarter dollar in a highly certified mint state condition has recently been valued in the market at an astounding $80,000. That's right, $80,000 for a coin that once passed through American hands as just spare change. Top 3, we're diving into an extraordinary and often overlooked piece of American numismatic history, the 1971 quarter dollar, especially those rare pieces that exhibit a stunning silver color shade. While millions of quarters were minted in 1971, there's something incredibly special about this particular version that has collectors and auction houses buzzing with excitement. We're talking about a rare condition, a brilliant silver appearance, and a market demand that's skyrocketing like never before. Stick with us until the end of this video, because we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth in today's market, and trust me, it's a number you won't believe. History and background: the 1971 quarter dollar was minted during a pivotal era in United States history. Just after the coinage system transitioned away from 90% silver content in the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint began issuing quarters made of copper-nickel clad composition. By 1971, these clad quarters had become the new standard. However, amid this shift, a few anomalies and exceptional strikes made their way into the collector world. While the official mint composition no longer included silver, some rare 1971 quarters are believed to have been struck on leftover silver planchets or feature a brilliant silver-toned finish that closely resembles the earlier, more valuable silver coins. These coins were produced during a time of economic transformation and remain a symbol of American craftsmanship and precision during a rapidly modernizing era. The 1971 quarter serves as a bridge between the classic silver age and the modern minting practices we know today. Unique features of the coin: what sets the 1971 quarter dollar apart, particularly in the silver color shade condition, is its unique visual appeal and historical mystique. The obverse side features the classic profile of George Washington, a timeless design that Americans have trusted for generations. But the true eye-catcher is the silver color shade. This isn't your everyday copper-nickel clad coin. These rare quarters display a brilliant silver luster, giving them a near-proof-like quality that instantly draws the eye of experienced collectors. Whether this appearance is due to unusual toning, experimental planchets, or rare production processes, one thing is certain: these coins look nothing like the standard 1971 quarter. Their radiant silver finish sets them apart in any collection and gives them an aura of rarity and prestige. Holding one in your hand feels like touching a forgotten piece of American silver history, rarity and condition for collector demand. Although millions of quarters were struck in 1971, very few have surfaced with the silver color shade condition that collectors crave. Even fewer remain in pristine, uncirculated form, free of handling marks, blemishes, or wear from years in circulation. The rarity is compounded by the mystery surrounding these coins. Were they accidental silver planchet strikes, special mint errors, or simply preserved so perfectly that their true brilliance never faded? The answer may vary, but collectors agree on one thing: these silver-toned 1971 quarters are exceptionally rare and in high demand. Coins graded at MS65 and above by top grading services like PCGS or NGC are incredibly hard to come by and are quickly snapped up when they appear on the market. Demand continues to climb as word spreads about their scarcity and potential value, with passionate collectors and investors alike eager to secure one of these hidden gems. Current market value in dollars. As the popularity and recognition of the 1971 silver shade quarter continue to grow, so too does its value in the coin market. Collectors have begun competing aggressively at auctions, driving prices to new heights. A high-grade 1971 quarter in silver color shade condition, especially one with flawless surfaces and exceptional eye appeal, is now considered one of the most desirable finds from the early clad era. With heightened interest from both domestic and international buyers, the market has responded with some astonishing valuations. In today's thriving collector economy, a top-tier example of this coin has been confirmed to reach a jaw-dropping final price of $73,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $73,000 for a single quarter that once was worth just 25 cents. Tips for collector: if you're lucky enough to come across a 1971 quarter that looks different, especially if it has a bright, silver-toned surface, handle it with extreme care. Use gloves when inspecting it and avoid cleaning or polishing it in any way, as doing so can reduce its value dramatically. The next step should be submitting the coin to a professional grading service to authenticate its condition and composition. Getting that official certification is crucial if you plan to sell or display the coin as a rare investment. Keep a close eye on current market trends, online auctions, and forums where collectors often share their discoveries. Networking with other numismatists can also lead you to new insights and possibly even help you spot valuable coins in your own collection. And if you're just starting out, make sure to regularly check your pocket change. You never know when a rare silver-shaded treasure might appear right in your hand. Conclusion: in the world of rare coins, few discoveries are as thrilling as uncovering a silver-shaded 1971 quarter dollar. With its rich historical roots, unexpected brilliance, and skyrocketing collector demand, this coin represents a perfect blend of history, artistry, and investment potential. It's a reminder that even in the world of modern coinage, rare treasures are still out there waiting to be found. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone fascinated by hidden gems, the 1971 quarter offers a story and value unlike any other. And for those lucky enough to find one in exceptional condition, it could mean a life-changing reward, because one of these rare coins has been valued at an incredible $73,000. Top 4. We're diving into a stunning piece of American coinage that's creating a buzz in today's rare coin market, the 1973 quarter dollar in silver color shade condition. This isn't just any old quarter you might find in your pocket change. We're talking about a highly rare and visually striking coin that is commanding huge attention and impressive prices at auctions. If you think all quarters from the 1970s are common, think again. This silver-shaded 1973 quarter is rewriting the rules, and if you happen to come across one in the right condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Stick with us as we explore its history, design, collector demand, and most importantly, its incredible current market value, history and background. The 1973 quarter dollar was minted during a transformative period in the U.S. economy and coinage. The nation was in the middle of economic shifts, and the U.S. Mint had fully transitioned away from using silver in its standard coin production. From 1965 onward, quarters were produced using a copper-nickel clad composition. However, despite this shift, rare anomalies have emerged. coins that appear to have a brilliant silver hue, unlike the duller finish of typical clad quarters. The 1973 quarter stands out as one of the few from this era that, in some cases, appears in a silver-toned color shade due to specific minting conditions, exceptional preservation, or rare metal inconsistencies. These few, incredibly rare examples offer a glimpse into the possibility of mint experimentation or errors that have since become collector gold. While the standard 1973 quarter was never intended to be silver, some exceptional pieces have turned out to be much more than meets the eye. Unique features of the coin. The 1973 quarter dollar in silver color shade condition captivates collectors not just because of its rarity, but also because of its unexpected beauty. The coin features the traditional design with the distinguished profile of George Washington on the obverse, maintaining the classic look Americans have known for decades. On the reverse, the powerful image of the eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows remains a symbol of national strength and stability. But what truly sets these rare versions apart is their breathtaking silver appearance. Whether due to a rare toning process, an accidental use of a silver planchet, or exposure to unusual storage conditions, the coin's silver brilliance elevates its appeal and uniqueness. These coins shine with an almost proof-like quality, giving them an immediate and lasting visual impact. They're not just pieces of currency, they're works of art preserved in time, rarity and condition for collector demand. What makes the silver-shaded 1973 quarter so highly sought after is its extreme rarity, particularly in near-perfect condition. While millions of regular 1973 quarters were produced and circulated, only a minute fraction are known to exhibit the silver-toned appearance, and even fewer remain in uncirculated or mint-state condition. These coins have become a rare prize for collectors who recognize their unique place in numismatic history. High-grade examples, particularly those rated MS66 or above by professional grading services, are incredibly rare and in growing demand. These silver-shaded versions do not come along often, and when they do, they are quickly snapped up by eager collectors and investors. The coin's brilliance, eye appeal, and mysterious origins make it not only a historical curiosity but also a highly desirable asset. As collector interest continues to surge, so too does the value of this remarkable coin, current market value in dollars. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: just how much is a silver-colored 1973 quarter worth in today's market? With demand soaring and supply extremely limited, this rare coin has achieved legendary status among collectors. Especially in certified high-grade condition with that unmistakable silver tone, this coin can command a stunning price. Auction results and private sales have confirmed that serious collectors are willing to pay a premium for these coins, recognizing both their beauty and their rarity. The market has responded with aggressive bidding and rising prices, and in one notable case, a high-quality 1973 silver-shaded quarter sold for an unbelievable yet well-deserved amount of $70,000. That's right, $70,000 for a quarter once worth just 25 cents. Tips for collector: if you think you might have a 1973 quarter with a silver appearance, handle it with extreme care. Avoid cleaning or polishing the coin, as this can harm its surface and reduce its value. Use gloves or soft cloth to examine it, and consider having it professionally graded to determine its authenticity and condition. Look for coins with full luster, sharp details, and no signs of wear. Joining collector forums or visiting reputable coin shows can also give you a better sense of how to identify and value silver-shaded quarters. The most important thing is to trust your instincts and do your research. The next great find could be sitting in a jar of old change or tucked away in a forgotten coin collection. Don't overlook anything that stands out, because that silver shine might just be worth a fortune. Conclusion: in the world of rare coins, few discoveries are as exciting as the 1973 quarter dollar in silver color shade condition. With its unexpected beauty, historical mystery, and rapidly growing collector interest, this coin has become one of the most talked about modern rarities. It combines history, elegance, and investment value all in one powerful package. For collectors, it represents an opportunity to own a piece of minting history that stands apart from the ordinary. And for those lucky enough to hold a perfect example, the reward could be life-changing, because this coin has reached an astonishing value of $70,000. That's not just spare change, that's true treasure. Top 5, we're diving deep into a coin that has stirred massive excitement among collectors, dealers, and treasure hunters alike. The 1965 quarter dollar might seem ordinary at first glance, but there's one particular version, the silver shade quarter, that has become an absolute gem in the collector's market. This isn't just any coin, this is a rare treasure hiding in plain sight, and its story, condition, and current value are nothing short of astonishing. If you're a collector or just someone curious about rare and valuable coins, you won't want to miss a single moment of this video. So buckle up, because what you're about to discover could change the way you look at your pocket change forever. History and background. Let's begin with the story behind this incredible coin. In 1965, the United States Mint made a pivotal decision. They officially ended the use of silver in quarter dollars due to the rising cost of silver and increasing demand for coinage. Prior to 1965, quarters were composed of 90% silver. But from 1965 onward, the new clad composition was adopted, primarily copper-nickel. However, during this transition, something remarkable happened. A very small number of 1,965 quarters were accidentally struck on silver planchets meant for the 1964 coins. These transitional errors, incredibly rare and virtually unknown to the general public at the time, were released into circulation. This is where the legend of the 1965 silver shade quarter begins, a coin born of change, error, and pure numismatic magic. Unique features of the coin. So, what makes the silver shade 1965 quarter so special? First, it possesses a brilliant, unmistakable luster that sets it apart from the standard clad version. Its weight is slightly higher than the normal 1965 quarter due to its silver content, usually around 6.25 grams compared to the 5.67 grams of the clad version. The edges of the coin lack the copper stripe found on standard clad quarters, and the sound it makes when dropped is distinctively ringing like older silver coins. It's a beautiful anomaly, a 1965 coin that carries the shimmering soul of 1964. These unique features, when confirmed by expert grading and analysis, transform this simple coin into a breathtaking find, rarity and condition for collector demand. When we talk about rarity, the 1965 silver shade quarter stands in a league of its own. Only a few confirmed examples exist in verified silver composition. These coins are not only rare, they are almost mythical. Their scarcity in mint condition or near mint condition elevates them to elite status in the numismatic community. Collectors and investors alike are constantly searching through old rolls, dealer bins, and inherited collections hoping to uncover one. Demand is soaring, especially for coins that retain their sharp details, original luster, and have been certified by major grading agencies. The better the condition, the more jaw-dropping the value. It's this perfect combination of history, error, and preservation that turns the 1965 silver quarter into one of the most sought-after treasures in the entire U.S. coinage system. Current market value in dollars. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much is this rare silver 1965 quarter worth in today's market? The answer is astonishing. In recent auctions, authenticated examples of the silver shade 1965 quarter have achieved values that leave collectors and experts speechless. One such coin, in stunning condition, was sold for a staggering $70,000. Yes, you heard that right, $70,000 for a single quarter. That's the kind of life-changing value a small piece of metal can carry when rarity, history, and condition all align. The buzz around this coin continues to grow, and with collectors willing to pay top dollar, the market has never been hotter. Tips for collectors: if you're a collector or even a curious hobbyist, you might be wondering, how can I find one? First, always check your change. You never know what's out there. Look for quarters from 1965 with no visible copper on the edge and test the weight if you have a precise scale. If the coin weighs closer to 6.25 grams, you may be holding something extraordinary. Consider having it professionally graded. That's the key to unlocking its full market value. Also, stay connected with numismatic communities, follow major auctions, and visit coin shows where these rarities are sometimes spotted or traded. Persistence, knowledge, and a keen eye can make the difference between an ordinary coin and a historic find. Conclusion: the 1965 silver shade $quarter is more than just a coin, it's a symbol of a unique moment in U.S. mint history, a rare era that turned into a legendary treasure. With a story that bridges past and present, features that shimmer with uniqueness, and a market value that has soared into astonishing heights, this is the kind of discovery every coin collector dreams about. If you ever come across one, you may be looking at a life-changing piece of silver. So keep your eyes open, stay curious, and remember, that little quarter could one day be worth $70,000. Top 6. We're about to dive into the story of a seemingly ordinary coin that hides extraordinary value, the 1983 $quarter in silver color shade condition. That's right. A coin you may have walked past or overlooked in your change tray could actually be one of the rarest, most sought-after collector's items in the world right now. We're going to explore everything, from the fascinating backstory of this coin, to what makes it so incredibly rare and valuable, all the way to the jaw-dropping price it can command in today's collector market. If you're a coin hunter, a collector, or just someone curious about rare finds that could change your fortune, then make sure you stick around. This could be the most valuable piece of information you've come across in your collecting journey. Let's uncover the hidden legend of the 1983 silver-shaded quarter, history and background. To fully appreciate the significance of the 1983 $quarter, we need to understand the context in which it was minted. The early 1980s were a turbulent time for the U.S. economy. Inflation, metal costs, and changes in minting processes all played a role in the evolution of American coinage. By 1983, the United States Mint had been producing copper-nickel-clad quarters for nearly 2 decades, having officially discontinued silver content in 1965. However, as with many historic transitions in minting, anomalies and rare strikes did occur. The 1983 quarter is a classic example of such an anomaly. A few coins have surfaced that appear in silver color shade condition, a bright, reflective finish that looks dramatically different from the standard copper-nickel versions. Whether these coins were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets, intentionally created for testing, or simply preserved under rare conditions, one thing is clear: these silver-shaded quarters are rare treasures from a time of economic change and industrial experimentation. Unique features of the coin. Now, let's talk about what sets this coin apart. The 1983 $quarter features the timeless design of George Washington on the obverse, accompanied by the striking American eagle on the reverse. But the magic happens in its appearance. Those rare versions with a silver color shade shine with a brilliance and smoothness that instantly captures the eye. Unlike the dull gray finish typical of the copper-nickel-clad quarters, this silver-toned variant boasts a radiant, almost mirror-like surface. The edges may also appear slightly different, sometimes lacking the usual copper-colored core that is visible on regular clad coins. When viewed under proper lighting, these unique coins stand out like a beacon among ordinary quarters. Their aesthetic beauty, combined with their mysterious composition, makes them irresistible to collectors and a dream to behold for any numismatist. Rarity and condition for collector demand. Collectors know that rarity is the foundation of value, and when it comes to the 1983 silver-shaded quarter, rarity is just the beginning. What truly catapults this coin into elite status is the combination of its scarcity and condition. The vast majority of 1983 quarters were used heavily in circulation. As a result, finding one in uncirculated or near-mint condition is already uncommon. But finding one with the silver-toned appearance in pristine, professionally graded condition? That's the kind of discovery that gets serious collectors and auction houses buzzing. These coins rarely appear on the open market, and when they do, they're often the centerpiece of major sales. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins that break the mold, and the silver-shaded 1983 quarter fits that description perfectly. Its mystery, condition, and stunning look place it in a category far above the average quarter. It's more than a coin, it's a collectible marvel. Current market value in dollars. Now let's get to what everyone's been waiting for, the value. You may be wondering just how much this remarkable quarter can fetch in today's high-stakes collector market. With increasing demand, and fewer of these coins available, prices have skyrocketed. In recent years, examples of this silver-shaded 1983 quarter in top grade, professionally certified condition have shattered expectations. The coin's blend of rarity, historical intrigue, and unmatched eye appeal has driven auction prices to new heights. And here's the big number: one of these coins has been recorded as reaching a spectacular price of $68,000. That's right, $68,000 for a single quarter that most people wouldn't even think twice about. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting, knowing that a treasure of such immense value could be hiding in plain sight. Tips for collector: if you're a collector or someone hoping to find one of these hidden gems, there are a few important tips to keep in mind. First, always check your 1983 quarters closely. Use a magnifier and examine the surface for brightness, reflectivity, and any signs that it differs from regular clad coins. Pay attention to the coin's edge. If it lacks the usual copper stripe, that's a major clue. Never clean or polish the coin, as that can damage its surface and drastically reduce its value. If you believe you have one of these rare coins, handle it gently and store it in a protective holder. Then, consider sending it to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Certification not only authenticates your coin but also significantly increases its marketability. Stay active in collector communities, watch auction trends, and stay informed, because knowledge is your greatest tool in the hunt for rare coins like this one. Conclusion: the 1983 quarter dollar in silver color shade condition is a powerful example of how numismatic treasures can emerge from the most unexpected places. It combines visual beauty, historical rarity, and explosive market demand in a way that captivates collectors around the world. Whether you're new to the hobby or a seasoned veteran, this coin represents the kind of discovery that fuels the passion of every collector. And with confirmed values reaching a remarkable $68,000, it's clear that this coin is more than a curiosity, it's a legacy. So don't ignore that old change jar or inherited coin collection. Because in the world of rare coins, the next big discovery could be waiting just around the corner. Top 7, and last rare coin. We're diving into the story of a coin that might just be sitting unnoticed in your collection, but could actually be one of the most valuable discoveries of your life. I'm talking about the 1971 quarter dollar with a stunning silver color shade, a coin so rare, so unique, and so incredibly in demand that collectors across the country are scrambling to find it. This isn't just about a piece of metal, this is about history, rarity, beauty, and big money. In this video, I'll walk you through the origins of this mysterious coin, its striking features, why it's so rare, and most importantly, how much it's worth in today's market. Spoiler alert, it's worth a lot more than 25 cents. So sit tight, stay focused, and make sure you watch until the end, because you don't want to miss the value reveal that's shocking even seasoned numismatists. History and background: to appreciate the 1971 quarter, we need to step back into an era of transition and change in U.S. coinage. Just a few years earlier, in 1965, the United States Mint had officially moved away from using silver in circulating coins. Instead, quarters were now made from a copper-nickel clad composition. By the time 1971 rolled around, these new clad quarters were well established in circulation, but every once in a while, the mint produced coins that didn't quite follow the script. Whether by accident or as a result of leftover planchets from earlier silver years, some quarters from the 1971 mintage have surfaced with an unmistakable silver color shade. These are not your average clad coins. These are potential minting anomalies, unexpected survivors, or rare test strikes that slipped into circulation and went unnoticed for decades. Today, they are among the most thrilling finds for collectors who understand their true significance. Unique features of the coin: at first glance, the 1971 quarter looks like any other from the decade. It features the well-known portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the powerful eagle perched on a bundle of arrows on the reverse. But if you take a closer look, especially at the rare silver color shade versions, you'll notice something very different. These coins shimmer with a bright, mirror-like luster that's completely unlike the typical duller tone of standard copper-nickel quarters. The edges might lack the visible copper lines seen in most clad coins, further hinting at something extraordinary beneath the surface. These visual distinctions, especially the high reflective finish, give the silver-shaded 1971 quarter a stunning appearance that turns heads instantly. It's not just the look, it's the feel, the shine, and the unexpected quality that sets these rare pieces apart. Whether caused by a planchet mix-up, environmental preservation, or a striking error, the result is pure collector gold. Rarity and condition for collector demand. The excitement surrounding this coin isn't just about its appearance, it's about how incredibly hard it is to find. The vast majority of 1971 quarters were heavily circulated. They passed through countless hands, vending machines, and pockets, collecting dings, scratches, and wear over the years. But the silver-shaded examples? They are virtually unknown in average circulation. Finding one, especially in excellent condition, is like striking gold. If the coin has been preserved in a drawer, safe, or collection without being handled excessively, its surface remains sharp and clean. These are the coins collectors go crazy for. When paired with the mysterious silver tone, the appeal skyrockets. And when such coins are submitted for grading and return with a high mint state designation, like MS65, MS66, or higher, their value climbs into the stratosphere. The combination of rarity, condition, and the unmistakable silver brilliance puts these coins at the top of every collector's wish list. Current market value in dollars. So, how much is one of these silver color shade 1971 quarters actually worth today? That's where things get really exciting. As demand for rare U.S. coins continues to grow, the market value of these unique quarters has soared. Coin shows, online auctions, and private sales are seeing huge activity surrounding coins that defy expectations. For the 1971 silver-shaded quarter in top condition, the numbers are impressive, and very real. Verified and certified by professional grading services, these coins have reached record highs, stunning collectors and investors alike. And here's the big reveal: a pristine example of this coin, with its exceptional shine and rarity, has been valued at an astonishing $72,000. That's the kind of value that transforms a forgotten coin into a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. Tips for collector: now that you know what to look for, it's time to start checking your quarters carefully. If you come across a 1971 quarter that shines with a silver brilliance, take note. Examine the edge. Does it lack the typical copper stripe? Does the surface reflect light more like silver than nickel? These are your first clues. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loop to look closer. And whatever you do, do not clean the coin. Preserving its original surface is absolutely critical. Store it in a soft case or protective holder, and consider having it graded by a reputable service such as PCGS or NGC. Their certification will not only authenticate the coin's details but also significantly increase its market value. Keep yourself informed by watching collector forums, auction listings, and coin news. Knowledge and patience are your best allies when it comes to spotting and properly valuing a rare coin like this. Conclusion: the 1971 quarter dollar in silver color shade condition is a true gem in the world of numismatics. It holds the power to transform an ordinary collection into something extraordinary. With its stunning appearance, mysterious origins, and unmatched rarity, it has become one of the most desirable coins among modern collectors. This isn't just a quarter, it's a hidden treasure, a historical artifact, and a valuable investment all rolled into one. And with certified examples reaching an incredible value of $72,000, it's no surprise that this coin has captured the imagination of collectors around the globe. If you've got a jar of old change lying around, now's the time to take a closer look. Because one of those coins might just be your golden ticket. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another exciting rare coin discovery. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and may your next find be the one that changes everything.